it must be a slow news week because this was all the rave on Twitter. I noticed Wrestling News at Wrestling News Co. Roman Reigns is no longer following Solo Sikoa on Instagram. Uh-oh. Puddy, what do you think? Is this something or is it nothing?
It's probably something. Depends on if they bring it up. I don't know why they would even bring it up on commentary, but if it is brought up, it is definitely something. We all know where this is leading to. Paul Heyman has not spoken to Roman Reigns since WrestleMania, nor has Solo Sikoa. You all know that. This is where that's going to. He's hijacking the bloodline. So now Roman Reigns, but if Roman Reigns knows this and sees this and follows him, she's pissed. It should be the crux now to reach out to Paul Heyman or reach out to somebody to start this storyline going down that route. If it's not mentioned at all, then I don't understand why. But if it's mentioned, then it's leading to something juicy.
Right. You know what I immediately thought of when I saw this news going on all throughout
Selena
social
Gomez
media?
unfollowing Justin Bieber.
No, not even.
Surprising.
Although that's a good one. No, because I'm a big NFL nut, right? And I feel like every offseason you see this happen where a big star player unfollows their team,
Mm.
right? Especially during contract negotiations and whatnot, or when there's rumors of a trade or something. And it's always made into this big storyline during the summer, going into the season, or even if it happens during the season. Oh, what's going to happen? And then I feel like 9 times out of 10, it actually does lead to something where that player winds up being traded.
Okay.
I find it interesting. I bring this up only because it is WWE kind of following like an NFL drama. Are they trying to bring that into WWE? Because the Bloodline is like a team. The Bloodline is a faction. So like Roman Reigns is a star. If he unfollows Solo, who's trying to take over, that makes for an intriguing storyline for whenever Roman Reigns comes back.
Also, doesn't make any sense. He's not trying to take over. He is taking over in his absence. So, and he said, Roman put me in charge. Well, because I'm following you, he clearly did not put you in charge.
Right.
Again, this is leading to what maybe SummerSlam people are maybe speculating.
Or he's going against orders, or he's going against like the plan. Roman could have very well put Solo in charge, but this is not the game plan they talked about.
He didn't put Solo in charge. He did not put Solo in charge. And the way that Tamatonga's, excuse me, Tangaloa, whatever the names are, by order of the tribal chief, they're not mentioning Roman Reigns. They mean Solo Sikoa.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely where this is going. Why would he even follow him now? Not lead to anything? He's curious, but it's definitely going to be brought up if it goes any further.
Well, I mean, if anything, I think they're gearing up for Roman Reigns' comeback, right? I mean, SummerSlam is only a couple months away. This gives us something to talk about. It gives for like a nice little build. I mean, what do you think? I mean, Roman Reigns for Solo SummerSlam, would that be the match?
Would that be too soon?
You think so?
I'm saying, would it? Would it be too soon?
Hmm.
It just seems like for that big of a blow-off match, the guy who hijacked the bloodline, it seemed like that would be a longer build to it instead of Roman Reigns popping up at their Money in the Bank and like, oh, here we are, 3 weeks later, match. It seemed to be a longer build. It seems like it might be going on to Bloodline Wolfpack get War Games, right? That's what everyone's speculating that's where it's leading to. But Roman versus Solo, I don't know when you fit that in if it's not SummerSlam, to your point. If you're going Survivor Series, Bloodline versus Bloodline, when do you go one-on-one? Unless you push that back to Mania.
Right. So, because I don't necessarily see the Roman versus Solo being the match at WrestleMania.
No, not at all.
I just don't. Especially with The
Maybe night
Rock.
one?
No. No, I'm sorry. I just really don't see it with Solo being like a WrestleMania main event guy. I not yet, at least. I just
Not
don't.
yet. It's very fascinating what they're doing with Solo. How Solo in NXT was the same character on the main roster, this brute, quiet warrior, the street warrior in NXT, as he's called. And then Roman leaves, suits, fancy attire, red shoes, red shirt. Of course, you got like where does stylist come from?
Right.
Like,
I
what was
don't
the
know.
style?
There's something about it. I'm just not buying with him. As far
Unless
as
it's like Big Brother left, little brother's filling in. Like, oh, I want to just like play Big Brother. Like
that's
Roman
what it
was
feels
wearing,
like.
yeah. But even Roman wasn't wearing suits though. He was wearing t-shirts and Nike with
Right.
his symbol on it. It just seems like that. We all know this where it's going. That's where they're pushing it. That's where it seems like it's going. And I'm curious what the payoff's going to be. And if it's going to be solo Roman one-on-one, it has to be at Mania. But
I
where in the
I
card did you put Roman
there
Reigns about the main event? Roman
there's
Reigns is the main event.
there's no way in hell that's going to be Mania. I really don't see that being Mania at all.
Okay. I'm not saying this. I'm throwing things out there because I don't see it one on one
Maybe
SummerSlam.
maybe Royal Rumble, maybe Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble is the only other option because I think Survivor Series is if you're going to do blood and guts year after year, not blood and guts, AEW straight out. War Games, you have to do Bloodline versus Bloodline.
Right.
What other storyline is there going into Survivor Series?
It'll be interesting to see. I think we all know like it's going to lead to this. It's just the timeline. It's a matter of when.